Now anytime I record anything, the green light stays on the entire time. If you don't know what the green light is, you could look it up. How you doing, man? Just like you can even normally Google search Android green light listening, and it'll explain to you that sometimes when you have your camera on, doesn't matter what you're doing, you'll have some kind of app listening in for whatever reason. They always say it's for advertising. Like we have to do this because we have to know what kind of shit to sell you or what kind of crap to hawk you. So they'll always say it's an advertising, but who the hell knows? I mean, I don't know what it is. How you doing? Have a good night. I don't know. I always think it's nefarious, right? Of course. But yeah, as soon as I put the fucking camera on, the green light, it's still on now. But that's a me problem. A larger fucking country problem, and a Trump problem, is this fucking Epstein thing. And I know everybody's talked about it already. I don't want to talk about it because who the fuck cares? But it is, a big thing. It's a big spiritual war kind of topic. And as a spiritual war correspondent, I feel a lot of responsibility. I feel a lot of responsibility to at least talk about it a little bit. And it's fucking crazy, right? Like, it's crazy. Like, it's so bad that it's almost like that. I can't decide. I can't decide if they want us to know that they're bullshitting, or if they're that dumb. They can't be that dumb to think that we're that stupid. I think maybe, but any theory I have right now about what could have happened that would be reasonable, where they had to do this, is kind of swept away by Trump's response when someone brought up to him in that meeting. He totally fucking gaslit that guy. Big time. That creep, Deborah Epstein, you're talking about him? Where we have this going on, this flooding in Texas? It's like, yeah, it was kind of a big deal. It was a big deal before, and now, like, all of a sudden, it's like, we can't ask you about it or something? It's fucking crazy. So, yeah, it's nuts. His response was so fucking weak. He acted like one of his opponents. I'm fucking done with him anyway. I was never with him, but I jumped all over him when he jumped into bombing Israel. But then I kind of realized, with the help of hearing someone else's take on it, then I realized that it was actually a good thing to do, because he stopped whatever kind of boots on the ground conflict that BB wanted. But we're still going to get that fucking boots on the ground conflict, because that's what they do. They need to have these big ritual blood sacrifices and get rid of more white men. So they got to fucking do the boots on the ground. We're going to end up with that. So yeah, just fuck him. I was never for either side. I got out of politics when, whatever year that was, in the early part of the century. I'll be right back, Aaron. Yeah, he acted like such like a little triggered bitch about it that it makes me not want to give him any benefit of the doubt. But I mean, there is a possibility that something sprung up at the last minute and they like had to do this, because they were all singing a completely different tune, like not too long ago. So something came up, and you gotta wonder if it has to do with all these visits that Bibi has been doing with the White House, where he's like coming in, like he's been there 4 times. And I know that Israel-Iraq thing is going on, so I mean, of course it could just be that. But you were never going to get that shit. I said that before. I think a lot of people kind of said that. There's no way. You couldn't, because it goes beyond what the actual names would be on some hypothetical thing. Because it's not just those people, it's the people they're involved with. So that in effect, what happens is that it's everybody. You know, it's everyone. It's not just one list of people. So what you have to do, the choice ends up being, it's going to be nobody or everybody. And they chose nobody. You know, and then that's just what happened. You know, because like I was saying, it's not just names. Because they're how you doing? They're with different people too. Like they're attached to other people, other powerful people, these circles of power that are very high up there, that tend to, they do ultimately control all the movements here in Satan's realm, you know, and they all kind of involved with each other in some way, know each other in some way, or like Pam Bondi, related to some of the players in some way. So by giving up any group of people to have any involvement, it opens up infinite doors in every direction. Because basically, everybody is involved in that elite kind of top of society. The farmers, ones that run everything, they all have some kind of connection to this stuff, where they indulge in it themselves, or they have someone close to them that does. They are all, in some way, involved in this thing. So again, you have a situation where it's like, it's either everybody or it's nobody. And it just became nobody. But the way they handled it was fucking retarded. Wouldn't they have known this from the beginning and maybe kind of put together some other plan of action that wasn't fucking retarded? But it seems like they just they came up with this thing on the fly, this whole new thing. And when that social media folder day they had, where they had all the influencers come out, each holding a binder with the Epstein files on it, and they were dancing like TikTok COVID nurses. I thought the implication was supposed to be, hey, here are the files. We're not giving them to mainstream media. We're giving them to you guys, the podcasters, and the people that were there with them, the social media influencers, because they're all about new media, you know. So this is how we're gonna disseminate the information. These guys are gonna put it out there for us. And I don't think it was just me that fucking got that drift. I think it was heavily implied. And then nothing. I thought after that big dog and pony show, it was going to start hitting the web, you know, one of these people there with their binder, because they each had a copy, or what looked like they had made copies, and everyone had a copy. Everyone there had a copy. And I mean, otherwise, why would they come out and dance with these things? If they were just empty, it had nothing in them, it was just for show, then what's the point of all the fucking pomp and circumstance? He's like, what the fuck are you doing then? I mean, it was fucking more than implied that it was just like an understanding that this is what was going on. So right away, they cocked it up. Because it's that night, when the oh God, this is the second time I dropped this cigarette. Thank God there's a 10-minute rule. It's 20 the second time it falls. As soon as this stuff didn't hit the internet after this fucking display on TV, this COVID-esque display, it was already over. It was already over because already there was something wrong. It wasn't what they're saying it was. Did everyone just get a complimentary empty binder to put their fucking notes in or something? It's with the Epstein bad list, U.S. government, or the fuck it said on it. So right away it was cocked up. When that happened, right, I was like, no fucking way. I said, there must be a catch to this. they must have taken off. It must be heavily redacted. They're just giving it out here now. These guys have it now. We have it. Now what happens? The world fucking shakes apart because of the people who are involved and the level of power that they have their hands in. The world was fucking... Shit would stop. You know what I mean? Shit would stop. And ultimately, that's why they can't fucking put the stuff out. Because it would go beyond just the people in it. It would be the companies they do business with, they're tied to. You know, if Steven Tyler's in there, that indicts who? Sony Music, fucking the equipment branding, all gets tied into this dark fucking thing. They didn't do anything. Sony Music wasn't on, I mean, some of its executives definitely were, I would say, in my opinion. But all these other ancillary concerns get tarnished by virtue of the fact of one of their people they work with ended up in this binder that one of these fucking new media people are reading out on their fucking podcast. At least that was, I thought it was going to happen. And then when no one said anything, it was like, I'm waiting. Even then, I knew that it was going to be some kind of bullshit. I didn't know it was going to be nothing. It was nothing. I mean, it was nothing from that day. And no one was really asking them about it individually, like hitting up these, I forget who it was even. I can see their faces. I don't watch any of their stuff, but I know they are, and they have podcasts, or they have some kind of influence in the new media conservative sphere. Or whatever. Sphere? It's a sphere. Hey, there'll be a conservative sphere, you can use it. I have to fucking make it fucking graphic now. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I don't have to fucking take 10 minutes in a photo editor for every stupid thing I say. I've been doing it this far now. It's fucking really what you're not getting anything back from it that the time that goes into bad value. So right away it was fucked up. And it's one thing to try to pull this kind of fucking crazy ass school ground tier level bullshit. You know, like the fucking, my clothes are a force field. It's all a force field now. You know, like it's something like a child to do. But then, on top of it, to get triggered like a woman, like a liberal woman, when someone asks you about it, fuck you, buddy. Fucking pumpkin head. The guy was trained by a 33rd degree level Mason from the time he was a young boy. His fucking apartment in New York, that penthouse you got there, they had some pictures from it in the magazine. I forget which magazine it was. But it looks like how my room is to fucking Batman. His fucking place was to Saturn. Ridiculous. If you know what you're looking at, right? But so he's just one of them. They're all on the same team. No one's mad at each other. It's like these countries going to war. Fucking Iran, they don't give a shit. I mean, well, they probably don't like each other, but they're working together. They all are. Nobody's on a different side. You know what I mean? They're all on the same side. It's all a show, just for you and for me. Well, actually, not for you or for me, because we know. What the fuck is going on here? Uh-oh. It's someone dumping water from up there. Black people. So, it's funny. It's depressing. I mean, we understand that there is this system in place and these people have their hands on the levers of power. But it's still fucking shitty to watch. Because you know it's true. But it's like the Cash one from last week. When I saw him saying, no, there isn't anything. Nothing you want. I was like, what do you mean nothing I want? Pam Bondi did the same bullshit. She was like, we're not releasing it. She had downloaded child porn from the internet, and that is never going to be released. It's like, oh, that's what we wanted, you fucking douchebag. As if that's what we wanted. It's just that these people fucking don't like you. You know, I mean, they don't. If you didn't know that already, but our job is to point and laugh. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Thanks for checking on me. See you soon. Until then, don't blame the teacher, blame the school.